Hi everyone. First of all, I would like to thank you for taking the time to watch this presentation. My name is Maybell, and this video is about how children's rights are advocated through your professional practice as education support staff. I am sure that most of you are in this profession because you want to make a positive difference in children's lives. This is a noble aspiration, and it can sometimes be a bit challenging. One thing is for sure. People working with children need a thorough knowledge and understanding of children's rights, and all of us have a duty and responsibility in upholding and advocating these rights. The United Nations Convention on the Rights of the Child is one of the 7 core United Nations human rights treaties to which Australia is a party. Its articles identify the provision rights of children that will ensure their development and survival. The articles also lay out the protection rights of children from abuse and exploitation. And it promotes the participation rights of children in decision making. Let us begin by understanding the key issues that are affecting children in Australia. According to the Committee on the Rights of the Child, Australia has done a lot of good things for the children living in this country. However, there are still things that the government needs to work on. The committee highlighted that some children are still being bullied and hurt. Children get discriminated and are sometimes treated unfairly. There are children, particularly those who are marginalized, not getting the education that they need. Some children are unable to live with their families. Others are exposed to violence, abuse, or neglect. There are also children who do not have a home or whose home does not meet the basic standard of living. Some children have poor well-being and are not as healthy as they should be. There are also children who get into trouble with the law and they need help and protection too. In 2013, a National Children's Commissioner was appointed to ensure that children's rights are being recognized and respected in Australia. In considering the best interests of children, the Commissioner proposed key ideas that will help the children in Australia have a better life. The first is to respect the children's right to be heard. This relates to Article 12 of the Convention, and it is something that we, as adults, may sometimes find hard to do. It is in the best interest of the children that we listen to their opinions and take them into consideration when making decisions that will affect the children. Second is to make sure that children are safe at all times. It is our responsibility to ensure that children are free from any kind of violence, abuse, or neglect. Third is to provide opportunities for children to thrive. This means supporting their needs to become healthy, strong, and happy individuals. It is also important to be proactive in giving help to children who struggle more than the others. Fourth is to engage children in their schools and communities so that they become active citizens and learn about their rights. Lastly, The Australian government needs to be kept informed of how children in Australia are doing and to continue making laws and policies that will protect and uphold the children's rights. So, how are children's rights supported through your profession? Children have a right to an identity. This means they need to know who they are and where they come from. Some of you may work with children who have English as an additional language, or children from Aboriginal or Torres Strait Islander backgrounds. You can demonstrate your recognition and respect of their identity by engaging them in activities that will provide them with opportunities to share about their culture. Supporting school activities and celebrations that promote cultural awareness is another way of upholding this right. Children have the right to be treated fairly. They should not be discriminated because of their gender, race, religion, cultural beliefs, socioeconomic background, or disability. This is especially true if you are supporting children with special needs in the classroom. It is important to remember that they are, first and foremost, children. Through your support, you are empowering the children to participate in school activities, just like their peers. Children have the right to be safe no matter where they are. One of the ways to uphold this right is by ensuring that the learning environment for the children is safe. Children's safety is also at risk when they experience bullying incidents at school or online. Other children may experience abuse or neglect at home. As an education support staff, you are likely to build rapport with the children you work with, and they will look at you as a trusted person. It is important for children to understand that they can talk to someone they trust when they feel unsafe or uncomfortable, and know that that person will do something about their situation. Children have the right to be cared for and have a home. Some families may experience financial difficulties that affect children's access to a basic standard for living, such as having a comfortable home to rest or having enough food to eat. Through your interactions with the children, you can look out for any signs of hardships or neglect that may be affecting the children's well-being, and you can raise your concerns to the appropriate people at your school. Children have the right to be healthy. Through education, children can learn about ways to keep their body and mind healthy. As an education support staff, you can promote this right by advocating healthy food choices to be offered at the canteen, or by organizing a breakfast club at the school so that children can have a healthy breakfast before school. Children have the right to education. Your work is important in supporting children's access to education. Your understanding of a child's individual strengths, learning needs, and learning styles can support his or her holistic development and participation in the classroom. Children have the right to access information. In supporting children's learning, you can provide children access to a range of sources such as books, newspapers, educational shows, and the internet. A lot of children are becoming tech-savvy, and it is important to filter the information being accessed by children online, making sure that the information they are getting is not harmful to them. Children have the right to be heard and have a say about decisions affecting them. In the school setting, children generally do not have a say whether they get education support or not. The adults decide what is best for the child. However, as children grow older, it is important that their opinion on how to be supported in the classroom should be considered. For example, asking the child which topic he or she needs further clarification with is better than just assuming what the child needs to learn in a certain topic. Children have the right to privacy. You can demonstrate respect for children's privacy by ensuring that you gain their parents' permission before taking their photographs or using any data pertaining to them, and by keeping children's or their families' information confidential. Children have the right to play and to engage in leisure activities. As an education support staff, engaging children in play-based learning is one of the ways to meet their individual learning styles and needs while having fun at the same time. It is important to encourage children to play and to engage in leisure activities, since these can contribute to the children's physical and emotional well-being. People working with children have an important role in advocating children's rights. Australia's Human Rights Framework identified key ideas that can guide your practice. The first key idea is to reaffirm your commitment in respecting the rights of children. You can do this by promoting awareness and understanding of these rights through your professional practice. Next is to continuously educate yourself and others about these rights. You can do this by attending community and engagement programs that support better understanding of children's rights. Through your practice, you can help in promoting children's rights education in the school through the use of resources such as child-friendly language version of the United Nations Convention on the Rights of the Child. There is an excellent educational video resource called Finding My Magic that you can use as well. It is a series of videos that discuss the different rights of children by relating these rights to their everyday experiences. Education support staff can also engage in local community events such as fundraisers or volunteer in the Breakfast Club program of the school to promote children's rights awareness. Engaging in national consultations or forums held by different government organizations can be a way for your voice or the children's voices to be heard. Another key idea is the protection of children's rights. As an education support staff, you would have gotten a working with children check or a police check, which is one of the mandatory requirements for people who engage in paid or unpaid work that relate to children. This is one of the government's ways of protecting the children. You can also do your part by learning more about the child protection laws of our country and understanding your duty of care to the children you work with. The last key idea of the framework is respecting children's rights. Everyone has the responsibility to recognize and respect the rights of others. Viewing children as strong and capable learners, listening to their opinions, engaging them in decision-making, and treating them with dignity, respect, and fairness are ways to demonstrate your respect for children's rights through your professional practice. I have chosen a cliché to end this presentation because when advocating for children's rights, Our actions indeed speak louder than our words. I hope that after watching this video, you will continue or begin to advocate for children's rights. I am sure that there are many other ways in which you can uphold children's rights, not just in your professional practice, but in your personal life as well. Thank you for watching.